lovely contestants who will be vying for his help and attention. Rupert, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm 60 years old. I don't have insurance. I'm very poor. I am diabetic and I am legally blind.
Okay. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you can do for Rupert?
Hi, I'm Nina Novolog, and I'm a rapid-acting insulin, and I will cover your blood sugar levels until your next meal.
Great. Contestant number 2.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Lantis, and I'm a long-acting insulin, and I can provide glucose stability throughout the day and night.
Fantastic. Contestant number 3.
And I'm Gabby Gavin. I'm going to help some neuropathy, so I'm going to help any nerve pain that you might have.
Fantastic.
Sounds good to me.
All right. All right, ladies, break it down for us. Tell us what it is that you're going to do to his body, and in turn, what his body's going to do to you.
Well, in diabetes, your body isn't producing enough insulin. So I, as an insulin, take the sugar out of your blood into your body's cells. So I'm like the key to how your glucose gets into your cells. And I work as fast as 15 minutes. My best time is after 2 hours you take me, and then after 4 hours, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay, so as Nina Novolog stated, my job is to make sure that your blood sugar is stabilized throughout the day and the night. So I work best within 70 minutes, and I last throughout the day and night, so you have me all the time.
Okay, well, I'm going to relieve the pain, like I said, and I'm going to penetrate the blood-brain barrier so I get absorbed. I'm initially absorbed in the GI tract, and then I'm going to be dispersed through the brain to all the nerves, so you don't feel any pain.
Excellent.
All right.
All right. So, what should Rupert here be looking out for while you guys are hooking up?
As insulins, you work the same way, so what you have to look out for is the same too.
And also, it's important for you to check your blood glucose by checking it with a glucose monitor.
Well, for me, because I run on a sliding scale insulin, my dose depends on your most recent blood glucose reading.
And for both of us, it's important that you go to your doctor. That way, he can check your hemoglobin A1C. It's important because it's a measurement of how you're on how you've been controlling your blood glucose for the past 3 months.
Okay. Perfect.
Unlike them, you don't have to check your levels necessarily, the certain levels, but if you stop me abruptly, it may cause seizures if you have a history. So really, I'm just worried about if you've had seizures before.
Alright, so that's one not to cut off too quickly.
Okay.
Is there anything that you want to share with these ladies? Anything that you feel during the day? Any symptoms that you have that you want to express to them that maybe they can help you with?
Yeah, I pee a lot. I drink a lot of water and I eat a lot. And I'm always hungry. I'm always thirsty. Sometimes I feel tingling and it's just a weird feeling.
The tingling, it is.
Tingling.
Where do you feel that?
Usually my extremities.
Okay, and is there pain associated with that?
Yeah.
The symptoms that you mentioned, that you pee a lot, you eat, you drink a lot, those to me sound like signs of hyperglycemia. I think that these two ladies may be able to help you with that.
Yeah, we do keep your blood sugar levels down to your normal, but we can, if you take too much of us, and if you don't eat within 15 minutes of taking me, then it might cause your blood sugar to drop down below 70 milligrams per deciliter.
And this is hypoglycemia, and some signs include shaking, sweating, dizziness, vision changes, irritability, as well as fatigue and weakness.
Okay, so if you do feel any of those signs of hypoglycemia, where your sugar has dropped too much, make sure that, you know, as you go about your day, you keep with you some glucose tablets, or if you don't have those and you start to feel those symptoms, drink some juice, and that should help. Okay? Now, you mentioned the tingling and the pain. That might be something that gabapentin can help you with.
Yes, I definitely can help you out with that. I'm gonna relieve the tingling and relieve the pain that you're feeling. But I also can cause fatigue, drowsiness, dizziness, and if you stop me abruptly, you might have some suicidal ideation. So don't stop me.
Okay. All right.
Then might come back and bite you in the butt.
Okay. All right.
You know the old saying, if you want to get with me, you got to get with my friends. Are there any interactions that you may have with anything associated with Rupert that might kind of destroy this relationship?
I don't know if you have heart problems, but there's these things called beta blockers that you might take. And if you take those beta blockers, your the signs of having low blood sugar or hypoglycemia, it might mask those signs. So you have to watch out for that.
Also, not consuming too much alcohol is important because it can increase your risk of hypoglycemia.
That's the same with me too.
All right, alcohol. Watch out. Okay.
Stop drinking, huh?
Contestant number 3, same question.
I don't really like antacids because it decreases the absorption, so you're not going to get the full effect of me. And morphine is just going to, if you take it alongside me, it's going to really decrease your central nervous system. So I don't want you to die.
That's what's important, right?
All right. My question here is for you. Are there any barriers to compliance with any one of these ladies?
Yes, a lot of things they're saying I cannot accomplish because I'm legally blind. I cannot see anything.
Okay. So as far as being legally blind, contestant number 1, what can Rupert here do to successfully take his medication?
Like I said before he takes me, he would have to check his blood glucose, and there's this company called Oracle, which is a diabetes medical supply company that can supply him with a free talking blood glucose monitor, so you don't have to worry about having to see the numbers because it can tell you what your blood glucose levels are.
Excellent. All right. And how he's going to be able to get the talking monitor for free? Are there any catches? Does he have to pay for anything?
Oh, actually, I'm glad you mentioned that because he'd have to buy 100 strips.
That's number 2.
All right, this is actually a great question because the American Diabetes Association can actually send out a nurse to his home. That way there's no inconvenience of him having to travel somewhere. And she can actually teach him how to use a Lantus SoloStar pen, which is actually a pre-filled insulin cartridge. So that way, you know, when he takes it once a day, it's not too much or it's not too little, it's just the right amount.
Okay. And it's already pre-filled, so he doesn't have to worry about drawing anything up. Okay.
Oh, you know what? I'm the same way. For him to inject me under his skin, he can use a flex but she can count the clicks because I run on a sliding scale insulin.
Okay.
So unlike my insulin friends here, I'm actually a lot easier to take. I'm actually by mouth and I'm really easy to swallow.
Okay, Rupert, regarding some of the things that you mentioned in the beginning, you said that you have no insurance and that you are legally blind. So what I can do for you, as a nurse, I have a caseworker, social worker on standby who can come in and get you set up and deal with all the paperwork to have you get some Medicare and Medicaid. And we can also look into some support groups that can help you maybe get you into an ALF and also help you deal with the fact that you are disabled and a diabetic. So this concludes our round. Rupert, which one of these ladies are you going to take home?
I don't know yet. I want to take them all three.
Okay.
Gabapentin here gives me no problem. She's easy to deal with. Mantis, she's always there for me, day and night. She's also easy to deal with. And Novolog, she's there for me every time I eat. She's a good company. So I want to take them all three.
I think that's your
I
sign.
think that's my sign.
All right. Well, that'll do it for today. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Rupert. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you very much.
And we're out. It looks like you made some friends over here.
I did.
Yeah. I think they really like you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good. I hope that they make you, feel good, keep you healthy, keep everything in check. I just wanted to mention that you need to make sure that if you do check your blood sugar and it's ever over 300 milligrams per deciliter, you need to call the doctor right away. Okay, you promise to do that for me?
Right on.
Okay. And because gabapentin is a fairly new drug, there may be some allergic reactions that you don't know about. So keep Benadryl, by your side when you take it the first time. And if you end up with any itching, rash, hives, take the Benadryl. Take one. If the symptoms don't subside and they become worse, if you have trouble breathing, then call 911.
Right on.
Ooh, baby, let's stay together, loving you weather, times are good and bad, happy or sad.
So thank you so much, Rupert, for joining us today.
Thank you.
I wish you the best in your health and in your life.
Right on.